أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم وفقنا وسائر المشتغلين للعلم والعمل الصالح بحق محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam said, whoever gloats over an affliction that has befallen his fellow brother does not leave this world until he is tried similarly. قال الإمام الصادق عليه السلام: من شمت بمصيبة نزلت بأخيه لم يخرج من الدنيا حتى يفتتن. With a treatise on the rights. Today we have right number 11, the right of fasting. And the right of fasting. Fasting, it's a veil that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it to the mankind or to the believers. Why this veil? It is to save him, and definitely why we wear vest or veil. It is to protect us, and we will see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how much is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala great to us. He do us, or He sent us all His blessings and favors, and we never thank Him about these favors. Even when He asked us to fast, some of the ignorant, they think that fast is a kind of torture to the mu'mineen, to the believers. Some others, whom they are not like them, but they are better than them, they said it is just a tired work or a tired activity that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to do. But with the progress of the knowledge and the development of science, they discover that fasting, it's very important for the body of mankind, and also it is a maintenance to the organs of the mankind in order to rework again active. It works for 11 months in a year, and it needs to have a rest for 1 month. This is physically, and also physically to keep or to behave your eyes, your ears, your tongues, your hands from what? From unwilling or not wanted acts in this life, which leads you to the hellfire in hereafter. The other thing is the spiritual benefits behind fasting. Fasting it gives to the person spiritual power. He will become more powerful. If you look to the Indian worshippers, just like Sheikh people, those people, they can fly in air for a while or stay for long time without eating, or they can do some either unbearable acts, or they can do acts beyond the scopes of mankind easily to them. Why? Because they kept on practicing the spiritual sports, and one of the spiritual sports and most important of them is what is fasting. They get the ability to control the physical power of the earth and the physical power of this universe. For that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to fast with a specific month, that is Ramadan month. And in Ramadan month, it is obligatory on us as a mu'mineen, as a worshipper, to fast from dawn to sunset. And not only to fast from food, that's not a real fast, but fast from food and fast from all behaviors which are not good, or even not only the evil acts, to be away from them. This is definitely the whole year we have to be away from the evil acts, but also we have to be away from the makruh acts, unwanted acts, or disgraceful acts in this month and in all days. For the benefit of human beings or mankind, Allah obliged them to have fast. And this is, as I told you, it is a vest to mankind to protect himself from hellfire and to protect himself physically from disease and ailments. It's very important, really, it is very important. And from the other hand, it is a camp for 30 days, let's say for a month, to train or to behave yourself on a special behaviors. And definitely when you get out from this month and you are behaving the whole month not to commit a mistake, absolutely you will have this mood. You are not going to make or commit a mistake or a sin. When you behave yourself with the month, not to say a word unless you praise Allah, or to mention Allah, or to praise all the blessings of Allah and to thank Allah. Definitely after this month you will keep remembering this and keep your tongue busy with the praising of Allah, because you are not only praising Allah and thanking Allah of this blessing and this charity, but the thankful itself, to say thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala itself, it needs what? It needs another thankful. You understand? So all the time you are busy with what? Thinking of Allah, not to keep thinking of the material things in this world. Nowadays, most of us, I am one of you, definitely. I'm not taking myself out of you. No. Na'udhu billah. I'm one of you, na'udhu billah. Keep ourselves busy with what? Keep ourselves busy with how to obtain money, how to earn money, how to have a big account in a bank, how to have a nice and very modern car, a beautiful woman, nice children, nice house. Yes, it is alright. I'm not saying this, but it is not to make yourself busy 24/7 hours in a week, 24 hours, 7 days, in a whole week, busy with such a thing. While the most important thing you have to be, or to make it yourself busy with, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because this is the one lover ever been exist who can take care of you, and who can supply you or cover all your needs and protect you and save you from everything that maybe you see or not see, from all risks in this life, and put you where in paradise in hereafter. While your money will be its limit, the money will be till the grave. That's it. To have the shroud, okay, that's it. While the rest of the money will be belong to the heiress. The rest of the money will be belong to the heiress. All right. And about the wife, after your death, your wife will get married. After your death, the boys, girls, each one will be busy with his own affairs. So you have to take care about yourself. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered you to, for example, to fast in Ramadan month, you have to study what is the philosophy of fasting, what is beyond fasting, why we should fast. Number one, how we should make fast, and what is the perfect level of fasting. This is the way how to think. Imam Zayn al-Abidin, salawatullahi wa salamu alayh, has given us some explanation to this issue. He said, and the right of fasting is that you should know it is a veil. Veil of what? Which God has set up over your tongue. When you are fasting, your tongue should be what? Should be tied. Your hearing, believe me, I told you this before maybe 10 years, more or less. I was under the surface of one of mujtahideen, one of the ulama, most knowledgeable person in Najaf. It was a meeting. I gave him a paper which it has, I think, 16 questions written in it. After he answered what he answered and stopped from answering some of the question because he said, I don't know. And after that, after that, after answering the whole questions, he kept quiet. He never uttered a letter, not a word after that. Why? Because he understands the words, that it has value. The word, maybe it puts you in a high level of paradise, or it takes you in the lowest or deepest level of the hellfire, na'udhu billah. While normal people, they said, what? It is just an air, don't care. No, I should care. I should care about what I am saying from what I am not going to say. I have to know what to say, and I have to think about what to say and what to involve myself in it. So this curtain over your tongue, your hearing, and your sight, your tongue, your hearing, your sight, your private parts, and your stomach, to protect you from the fire. Imagine when you try to say something or to listen to something bad, na'udhu billah, or to eat something haram or shubha, you are going to say, hey, I'm fasting. I cannot do this. Great. This is very important. So thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This meaning is asserted in the tradition. Fasting is an armor against the fire. Thus, if your parts can calm down within the veil of fasting, you have hopes of being protected. But if you leave them agitated behind the veil and let them lift the sides of the veil, then they will look at things that are not lawful for them to look. At that, insight, lust, and powers that are beyond the limits of being God-fearing. It is not safe for you to break through the veil and leave it. And there is no power but in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is narrated in Al-Khisal, at the beginning of Al-Khisal book. If you leave fasting, that means you get out from the veil of Allah. فإن تركت الصوم خرقت ستر الله عليك. فإن تركت الصوم خرقت ستر الله عليك. If you left fasting, that you are out of the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to be careful. And maybe I'm going to read some of the Arabic words. Okay, leave that for next time. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum wal an aduwa.